Welcome and thank you for coming this evening. I'm now calling our council meeting to order. First, we will have our invocation, and it will be followed by our Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand for our invocation from Mayor Hinton and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
May we pray? Dear Father, I pray that all residents in our city will come to know you and love you. Please grant us wisdom as we consider the city's business and discussion and as decisions are made. Thank you for blessing us. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next item on our agenda is roll call. Ms. Webb, call roll, please.
Pro Tem Washington.
Here.
Councilman Wiggins.
Here.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Here.
Councilman Aiken.
Here.
And President Bobo.
Present. Item on our agenda, listed number 5, is presentations. We have one. It's a proclamation for our business of the month, which is Crux Climbing.
Mr. Wiggins is coming. He had presented this business for the proclamation. Certainly the business that's our bread and butter in the system, and we have one gentleman coming with the cooks. Okay. So let me read the proclamation. Whereas it is our honor to recognize outstanding local businesses that contribute to the vibrancy and strength of our community, and whereas Crux Climbing stands out as a premier bouldering gym located in Northport, dedicated to fostering a sense of community and teamwork among climbing enthusiasts and those seeking new adventures. And whereas Crux Climbing, a proud family-owned establishment, is committed to providing a safe and supportive environment for climbers of all levels, encouraging individuals to challenge themselves and achieve their personal goals. And whereas Crux Climbing offers an array of services to meet the needs of its patrons, including family and group rates, day passes, monthly memberships, and options for private parties. And whereas by investing in the local community, Crux Climbing not only promotes health and wellness, but also strengthens the bonds between residents through shared experiences in climbing. And whereas the dedication of Crux Climbing to its customers and the community exemplifies the qualities we cherish in Northport's businesses. Now therefore be resolved that I, John Hinton, as mayor of the city of Northport, with the full support of the city council, do hereby proclaim Crux Climbing as the October business of the month. We encourage all residents to visit this exceptional gym, achieve new heights, and engage a business that truly enriches our community. In witness whereof, I have set my hand and caused the seal of the city of Northport to be affixed this 21st day of October 2024. Signed, John Hinton, Mayor. Would you like to make a few comments about your business? Be fine if you'd like.
No, I just wanted to say thank you so much from everyone over at Crux. It's been a great couple of first years, and we look forward to the future, and thank you.
Yeah, I just sorry. I just want to say couple of months back, my son was meeting somebody, and he said, "Hey, we're going to go climbing," and I said, "Huh? Where are you going to go climbing?" And he said, "This place over in Northport." And I didn't realize that Crux Climbing existed, so I did some research, and I was interested in finding out about them. And so, I felt like as an opportunity for, families, young people in our city, that bringing attention to that was a good thing. So I appreciate you guys showing up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Here's
much.
your proclamation. Let's get a picture like that.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Next item on our agenda is approval of the agenda. Is there anyone who would like to make a motion to approve the agenda for the October 21st, 2024 council meeting as printed?
So move.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilman Wiggins. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item number 7 is visitors to address the council. We have none tonight. Item number 8 is unfinished business. 8A is ordinances and resolutions of a permanent nature. 8A1 is a second reading ordinance adopting the 2025 general fund capital budget. Mr. McGee.
Yes, Madam President. This is our general fund operating capital budget for fiscal year 2025. It's slightly over $2 million. It was approved at our last Finance Committee meeting. It's ready for a vote.
Okay, so the form of that motion is to adopt the ordinance adopting the fiscal year 2025 general fund capital budget. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Councilman Wiggins and a second by Councilman Aiken. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item number 9 is new business. 9A, ordinances and resolutions of a permanent nature. 9A1 is a first reading resolution fixing the cost of demolition and authorizing filing a lien for the parcel located at 921 10th Street. Ms. Ram.
Yes, ma'am. This item is ready for a first reading. The total cost is $9,627.75. The second reading is scheduled for November the 4th.
Okay, so that's a first reading. Is there anyone who would like to offer it as a first reading?
I'll offer it.
It's offered by Pro Tem Washington. Item 9A2 is a first reading, resolution approving an application filed with the council seeking authority to incorporate a public cooperation as a capital improvement cooperative district. Mr. Davis.
Yes, Madam President. The city's received an application from the developer to set up an cooperative district. In February, the council entered into a contract with the developer on pages 18, 19, and 20. I sent you copies of that. The development agreement is on the web page. If you'll look at the last 2 or 3 sentences on the bottom of page 18 and page 19 and the first 2 or 3 sentences on page 20, it kind of outlines what we've expected all along from the developer. The contract says the city will in good faith cooperate with the developer's efforts to create districts. So these are being created by the developer. They only apply to the developer's property, only to the 80 acres. For example, right next to the developer's property is Zaxby's. It doesn't apply to Zaxby's or Tractor Supply or anything that's close by. It's only to the property that is owned by the developer. This council recently passed, it's on page 819, an improvement district. It's similar to a developer creating a subdivision. They have subdivision rules and regulations, and the developer sets initially an HOA fee, or a fee that owners of the property have to pay. That has not been done yet. It's my understanding that at some point the developer's improvement district will come back and with proposed development assessments for properties, again, just in the district, just like you pay an HOA fee in your subdivision. It doesn't apply to any houses outside the subdivision. So that's already been done. We have not received any specific dollar amounts for an assessment for the properties inside the district yet. You probably will see that at some point in the future. What they have done is submitted the second cooperative district that was anticipated in the development agreement, which is a cooperative district. And under Alabama law, that district must be made up of residents that are qualified electors. We have checked, and the 3 petitioners are qualified electors within the city. And they will set users' fees for people just in the district. Again, has nothing to do with anything else. The example I gave to you is if I go to Taco Casa and buy $10 worth of food, I pay 10-cent sales tax, so it'll cost me $11. If you go on site in the 80 acres and buy $10 worth of food, you would pay the 10% sales tax. Half of that would go to the city of Northport. Half of that would go to the developers as part of their incentive that the city's approved. If they do, for example, a 2% an additional user's fee, then they would charge, instead of $11, it'd be $11.20, and that extra 20 cents would go to, for example, maintain the water park or maintain common areas. But that is all that this group would do, and their abilities would be just to set that amount. And the amount that I have understand that they're talking about is around 2%. But again, if you don't want to pay it, don't go. It's simple as that. If I don't want to pay $30 to buy tickets from Ticketmaster, I don't buy tickets from Ticketmaster. It's a user's fee. It's set by the developers, by these districts, and it only applies to any transactions and this sales in the district. Nothing to do if you're immediately adjacent to it, nothing to do if you're across town. And this is all only for first reading tonight. No action will taken. There will be a vote scheduled on November the 4th. There'll be a public hearing. Mr. Ray, representing the city, will be here, can answer questions. And Mr. Hope will also be here representing the developer.
Okay, so that's a first reading. Is there anyone who would like to offer that as a first reading?
I'll offer it.
All right, that's offered by Pro Tem Washington. Item number 9B is resolutions of a temporary nature. 9B1 is a resolution authorizing the acceptance of a proposal from Sport Court Modular Concepts, LLC. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, this is a project that was included in our capital improvement budget. It is to add a sports court on top of the existing slab and pickleball courts that we have down on 30th Street.
Okay, so the form of that motion is to adopt the resolution authorizing the acceptance of a proposal from Sport Court Modular Concepts, LLC, in the amount of $56,957.20 for the purchase of materials and installation of pickleball court mats. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Councilwoman Dykes and a second by Councilman Wiggins. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none. Ms. Webb?
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B2 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to accept a proposal from TTL for Northport Council redistricting descriptions. Ms. Tubbs?
Yes, the descriptions for the new council districts are required to have meets and bounds description. This is a proposal from TTL to create those descriptions. Once they're completed, we'll be able to bring those back to the council for final vote for the new council districts.
Okay, so the form of that motion is to adopt the resolution authorizing the city administrator to accept a proposal from TTL for Northport Council redistricting descriptions in an estimated amount not to exceed $24,000. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Councilman Wiggins and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none. Ms. Webb?
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B3 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute change order number 1 with CivilCon LLC for the River Run Park at Northport Shore site and utility package. Ms. Tubbs?
Yes, we have an opportunity to save some money on the fire line improvements that are required for River Run Park. This was initially included in package number 4. If we change order and put it in package number 1, we'll be able to save dollars there. So this is in the amount of $72,000. I gotta put my glasses on. $72,357.37.
Okay, so the form of that motion is to adopt the authorizing of the city administrator to execute change order number 1 with CivilCon LLC for the River Run Park at Northport Shore site and utility package in the amount of $72,357.37. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Councilman Wiggins and a second by Councilman Aiken. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item 9B4 is a resolution extending all appointment terms on applicable boards and committees to run concurrent with city council term. Mr. Davis.
Yes, this is just really a housekeeping measure. Normally your terms are 4 years. As you know, you got a bonus of an extra year. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. You'll have to decide that for yourself. The reason for that, people ask, for years we've had city elections at the same time there was a presidential election. And the problem is the cities use the county's voting machines. So the same voting machines for city elections had to be programmed, and for the national elections had to be programmed in a very short time frame. And by the legislature statewide giving this extra year, we don't run into that problem anymore. So that's the reason for it. All this does is simply lengthen the terms of those that run concurrent with yours.
So the form of that motion is to adopt the resolution extending all appointment terms on boards and committees intended to run concurrent with the city council terms to be extended to expire on November 2nd, 2025. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilman Aiken. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item 9B5 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to reallocate funds with the Cassidy Company for sanitary sewer improvements at Applewood Drive project. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, this is no change to the budget. It's just reallocating funds from the construction surveying easement right-of-way line item and moving it into construction inspection line item.
Okay, so the form of that motion is to authorize the city administrator to reallocate funds with Cassidy Company Incorporated for the sanitary sewer improvements at Applewood Drive. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Councilman Wiggins and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B6 is a resolution authorizing water service outside the city limits for property located at 13598 Bone Camp Road. Mr. Davis.
Yes, this is a routine request. Staff recommends approval.
Okay, so the form of that motion is to adopt the resolution authorizing water service outside the city limits to be provided to Mr. Dale Jennings at 13598 Bone Camp Road pursuant to the conditions in the resolution. Do I hear a motion?
So move. Second.
All right, that's a motion by Councilman Aiken and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes, 9B7 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to reject the current low bidder for chip and seal roadway work. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, in July, we brought to you the low bidder of Apex to, for our chip and seal project. We would like you to deem them non-responsive and reject their bid. We have not been able to get a response from them since then.
Okay, so the form of that motion is to adopt the resolution authorizing the city administrator to reject Apex Civil Construction LLC's bid for the chip and seal roadway work in the amount of $94,500. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
It's a motion by Councilman Wiggins and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. 9B8 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute a contract with Central Alabama Asphalt Construction Company, LLC, for chip and seal roadway work. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, they were the second low bidder in this project. We would like to ask that you award to them.
Okay, so the form of that motion is to adopt the resolution authorizing the city administrator to execute a contract with Central Alabama Asphalt Construction Company, LLC, for chip and seal roadway work in the amount of $97,470. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Councilman Wiggins and a second by Councilman Aiken. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item 9C is consent agenda. It ranges from minutes, bill listings, and PO requisitions. The form of the motion is to approve the consent agenda for the October 21st, 2024 council meeting as printed. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilman Wiggins. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Voting by Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item number 10 is reports of special committees of council. Do we have any? No. Item number 11 is public hearings. We have one public hearing tonight from the planning department. Speakers do not approach the council dais while in session unless given specific permission. 11A is engineering, we have none. 11B is the legal department, we have none. 11C is planning and inspections department, we have one. 11C1 is a second reading ordinance ordering demolition of an unsafe structure located at 5118 Azalea Trail. Ms. Ram.
Yes, ma'am, this item is ready for a public hearing and adoption if you so choose.
Okay, I will open the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 11C1. Is there anyone who would like to speak for or against? Come to the lectern and tell us your name and address, please.
Andrew Blake, 2920 Woodland Road, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So I'm asking for, well, I'm against the demolition of the structure because I need to finish the building. I have a plan to finish the structure in about 6 months. So I'm asking for that permission to do that in that time.
Did you
Yes.
have anything that you wanted to
Yes.
show us where you have done work since the last time we've met?
Okay, so the work that I've done so far is just to clean the property a bit more, to make it a bit more presentable. Because I think that's one of the reasons that they thought it was unsafe too, because of the stuff that is on it. It's really a construction site anyway, but I try to make it a bit more presentable. I'm planning to put up signs to say danger, keep out, that kind of stuff.
I'm sorry, did you say you have put up signs
No,
that
I
say?
haven't put up any yet because
Not yet.
No, not
Okay.
yet. Because I wanted to come here to see if it's something that I can do, because the inspector told me that I can't do any work on it. So I didn't want to just go ahead and just put up signs and stuff. So I'm seeking permission to do that if I get the permission to build it. To put up signs at the front to say, well, keep out the construction site, that kind of stuff. But the danger in terms of the unsafe structure, I think 2 months will be able to alleviate that because I will get the foundation poured. I just need to get the roughing plumbing and the foundation poured. And I will take care of the steel structures that are coming out because they will be folded in the site. So there's no danger at that point because everything will be backfilled and there's no danger per se on that structure.
I think the concern for safety is that there is exposed rebar.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The rebar that's there is to fold
Is
into the
there
foundation.
right now still?
Yes, so they are folded down. They're bent down to the ground.
Folded down, I think.
Since the last time we've
Yes.
talked, David.
They've
Do you have
always
pictures of what you've done to change it?
I haven't in the pictures right now.
Oh.
But that can be made available, but I don't have any pictures of that.
So when you say 6 months, are you saying 6 months to start working on it, or six
No.
months to be?
6 months to complete the structure, and the danger will be alleviated in the first month because that will take care of the foundation aspect, where to get rid of the rebar that's sticking out. Because that rebar there is going to be folded in the foundation and poured over concrete.
So you're saying in 6 months you plan to have a full
Have-
house on that
Yes.
property?
Yes.
Okay.
I have here a schedule of the build out too, and a floor plan of the structure that's going there.
How much you think you can get done by January?
Based on I'm slated to start in the 1st of November, so I think 2 months. 2 months, yes. By January, I think I can get that foundation poured.
The foundation?
Yeah, the foundation poured, yes. And that will take care of the rebar.
You don't think you can get further in 2 months than the foundation?
Yes, but there's a cost constraint. I'm actually negotiating with the bank right now, so that's a part of the reason. Seeking funding to get it done. That's another thing. So I wanted to get some money to get the foundation covered so that it takes care of that unsafe aspect of it, which is the first 2 months, which November and December will take care of that. So by January, you should have a foundation poured there.
So you're saying the foundation is gonna be block with a poured
So
floor?
it's just blocks now, and then you're gonna fold the exposed rebar into the foundation. You're gonna cover that. So just roughing plumbing and foundation poured. So that's the first 2 months of the schedule.
All right, so by January 1st meeting in January, you should have foundation, concrete, and the plumbing roughed
And
in.
the plumbing roughed in, and then the foundation poured on that. Yeah. Some plumbing work is already done, so it's not going to take more than about 2 or 3 days. My constraint is really money, so probably I should request a loan from the council to probably help me. It's just money. It's just money. Construction goes very fast if you have money, but I'm not that kind of.
Well,
sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think the concern is that this property is set dormant for more than 2 years,
Yes,
right?
so the reason why it's sat for more than 2 years is because I've been battling with the homeowner association with regards to them telling me that I have to cease and desist. And the time that they told me to cease and desist was a time that I had the bank lined up to get the foundation poured. So I just stopped everything because I did not know, I'm new here, you get me? So I did not know about what powers they had, and I put my money in it, and then it's wasted. So I stopped totally, and then they keep back and forth and that kind of stuff. So then the time period that I could have gotten the funding for it elapsed, and then after that, no, it's like a domino effect. I keep trying to get the funding back, and I can't get it. So that was what caused it. So it's not that I'm neglecting my building. I needed at that point to move in, because where I'm living now, when winter comes, my power bill is really high. So I wanted to make a structure that is very, very energy efficient. So for me, the motivation to move in is more on my part than anything else. I'm not pleased with it drawing out like that, because it's affecting my business as well. And then it affects the wife as well, because you promise her this and then yeah. I don't need to get into that.
Have you met with our planning department since the last time we talked? Because that was
Yes.
one of the things that you have.
No, I haven't met, because you told me to come back here, so I didn't do anything with them.
With the construction plans. Did you have those?
Yeah, I have the plans here.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll need to meet with our planning department to make sure that your plans are in line with our code.
Okay. So I have been in contact with the planning department before, and they've been very good to me, because I asked for an extension. He gave me an extension, and I was very appreciative. But then when he gave me the extension, I got another letter. Yeah. So I'm like, who's in charge here? I don't know, because I know I'm within my right to what I'm building, because the problem with the restricted covenant is that they're afraid they don't want to build a house that's less than 2,000 square feet. The house is more than 2,000 square feet, so I'm well within my right. But if you have someone sending you a letter with a lawyer saying that you're going to pay the lawyer fee, that kind of stuff, I would have to stop. And then I would have to stop, because it's somewhere I want to live. It's a neighborhood I'm going to live in. So I'm saying, who is it that don't want me to live here?
So do you have the funding to move forward?
So that's what I'm saying. For the foundation, I'll have to find funding somewhere, and I can't get it done. I have to shift business to do that, but I can get it done, because it is of utmost importance. Because I can't allow it to be demolished, because it's money down the drain. You get me? So I have to do that. Even though I don't want to live there anymore, I can't waste the money because I have investment in there already.
Does anyone else have any questions or comments? Did you have any additional comments?
No, I'm good.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Okay, I'll close the floor for public hearing for agenda item 11C1. Form of the motion is to adopt the ordinance ordering demolition at the unsafe structure located at 5118 Azalea Trail. Do I hear a motion?
Yes, I'll make a motion to table it to January.
Second.
To our first meeting in January?
Yes.
All right, so the motion would be to table item 11C1, second reading ordinance ordering demolition of unsafe structure located at 5118 Azalea Trail to our first meeting in January. It's a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilman Wiggins. Are there any questions or comments?
Madam President, is there any timeline of what he needs to have done by January?
I think he mentioned having the foot in the plumbing and the foundation poured, right?
And a building permit.
Yes, first.
You gotta have a building permit
So
first.
you'll have to meet with our planning department and have everything approved and a permit from there.
If,
So are you understanding that Ms. Ram can help you with that?
Does it mean that I have to pay for another building permit?
If you don't have one right now, yes, you do need to purchase a building permit.
So the one that's expired, I can't.
so for clarification, if this motion to table goes through affirmatively, staff will reach out tomorrow to the owner to schedule a meeting to try to help get him in alignment.
Okay.
Just make sure you got a number.
And we just need your number before you leave, sir. Thank you.
Is that good, Ms. Dykes?
Yes.
Anyone else? Questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
This is a vote to table this item until the first meeting in January, beginning with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Item 11D is Police Department. We have none. Item 12, City Administrator's business.
I've got a few items tonight, Madam President. The first one is to remind everyone that next Monday evening at 5:30 p.m., we do have a final draft of the zoning ordinance to be considered by the Planning Commission. That meeting will be here at 5:30 here in Council Chambers. The next item is October 31st, which is a little over a week away. From 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., we have a hiring event here at City Hall in conjunction with West Alabama Works. We have multiple employers that'll be here represented and seeking workers. Also, this week on the 24th, this Thursday, at Kentuck Park will be the Police Department's Fall Festival. Last year they had over 6,600 attendees, I think, and they're expecting a large crowd this year again as well. That is this Thursday evening. The next item I have is a reminder of the court case amnesty program that is in conjunction with Northport Municipal Court. And it runs from November 4th to November 29th. Judge Patterson has agreed to allow for defendants to bring in a toy for Toys for Tots to allow for some amnesty on fees in court. And then final item, I wanted to remind everyone of the December 1st deadline to apply for the Northport Redevelopment Authority 2024 Facade Improvement Grant Program. There's up to $100,000 per project available through that grant program that council funded, and we want to make sure that all of our businesses here know of that opportunity to apply. You can check out our website for that facade improvement program application, as well as the zoning ordinance. You can get to that through northportcompass.com if you would like to review that as well in advance of next Monday's meeting.
Thank
I think that's all. They gave me a long list tonight.
All right, item number 13 is departmental business. We have none. Item number 14 is mayor and council members' business. We'll start with the Honorable Mayor Hinton.
Nothing tonight.
District 1, I have nothing tonight. District 2, Pro Tem Washington.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to remind everybody that we're still doing tutoring at the Northport Community Center Monday and Tuesdays, and on Thursdays it's at the Robert Hatson Community Center. And everybody's welcome. You need to just reach out to the School of Accountants. It's with the LIFT program. You have to register to get an appointment. It's been a very big success. A lot of kids has came to this, and it's really needed. So hopefully next year we're going to be able to expand it a little bit more. And also on Halloween, 31st of October, we'll be doing a trunk or treat. I want to say it's the 4th year, and it's sponsored by Academics in Motion, Real Next Step. And last year we had 25 to 30 cars out there, free candy from 5 to 7. I believe it lasts a little bit longer, 7:30. Free food, games. So everybody's welcome. Please pass the word. Nice, friendly, family, safe environment for kids to just reach out and enjoy themselves being kids and have fun on Halloween night. And save the parents a lot of walking as well. So we'll be down on the baseball field. Just go in a circle as many times as you want. So thank you.
Did you just encourage everyone to come back and double dip through the candy lines?
Double dip. We got a lot of candy.
Next up is District 3, Councilman Wiggins.
I have none tonight, thank you.
District 4, Councilwoman Dykes.
Nothing tonight.
District 5, Councilman Aiken.
Nothing tonight, ma'am.
Item number 15 is adjournment. The form of the motion is to adjourn the meeting at 6:09 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
All right, that's the motion by Councilman Wiggins, second by Pro Tem Washington. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.